Jeez Louise. That was one big adventure, huh, Ralse?
It was quite grand, but at least we can rest for a while.
You said it, man. I am cooked after all of that. Still gotta find those codes, though. Chris, do you know anything about that? Did you catch anything while we were in that dark world? Anything? Man, he's quiet today, alright. Whatever. I think I'm just gonna pass out. Alrighty. Have a good night, Ralse.
Good night, Susie. Sure is rather quiet without her. What?
Goat boy, I need you.
But I don't even know who you are.
No time to explain. Come with me!
What happened? Where am I?
Hey, folks. It looks like our guest star is just waking up. So you know what that means. Time to start the show. Mike, roll the intro. So, I'm not a huge fan of that Avatar movie, you know, the blue people. But if one of them tall bitches came out of the forest and said, "I want your kittens," I'm just saying, I'm not saying no. Alrighty, so, ladies and gentlemen, our guest tonight, he has just wrapped up the final episode of the long-standing Quibbles TF2 Deltarune series. And I grabbed him fresh, and I mean fresh, off the set, baby. Alrighty, so, hey, Prince Ralse, how are you doing, buddy?
The episode? What? I don't even understand what's going on here.
Your performance was incredible. I mean, we really loved... Look, all I'm saying, that part where you were crying, talking about the prophecy, alright? The entire audience in tears. Isn't that right, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, listen to them. They love it. They loved it, dude. You're incredible. How do you do that so well? I mean, the whole cute and fluffy bit, you know?
It's just who I am, I guess.
Just who you are. Alright. Look at that. Method acting, people. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Say, I gotta ask, what is it like being a goat? Do you have to eat, like, the standard, like, goat things?
No, that's a popular misconception, actually. I do eat regular food.
Really? What do you like? What do you love?
I don't really know. As a darkener, I don't really need to eat.
That's crazy, man. That's real crazy. Alright. Well, I have some interesting news for you. Alright? The producer of the show, Quibbles himself, is going to be coming here tonight. You know, he's usually my co-star here, but he had to, take care of some stuff before coming here. Alright? So, is there anything, you think he did particularly well on? Lighting, sets? I mean, anything that you really liked.
Wait, you said this was all a production?
Oh, yeah, dude. It was incredible, let me tell you. Did a great job. I did a lot of the voice acting for Susie personally, but I don't like to brag, I think your role was a lot better than mine. Just gonna put that out there.
I don't understand. If the prophecy is... I'm sorry.
Hey, it's nothing to worry about, buddy. Nothing to worry about, little buddy. Oh, and would you look at that? We've got a break for commercial, and then I think... Hello? Oh. Yeah. Looks like after our commercial break, Quibbles is going to be showing up on the set. So you ladies and germs better get ready for that. Stay tuned.
Our scheduled broadcast will continue after station identification. Mr. Antenna's TV time.
Number one, it's good that you finally arrived. We need you for a case.
What kind of case do you need me for, Chief?
The murder kind. It is an extremely
No.
serious situation. Yes. Exactly. Yes. This man, he's dangerous. Extremely. He's already killed 1.5 people and a beagle.
Not
The
the
only man that
beagle.
we know, Callahan. The only man that we know that can stop him.
I'll do it, Chief, but on one condition.
And what's that, McCallahan?
That I don't have to work with a partner.
That's unfortunate. The department has rolled out the new social wellness rule that requires everyone to have a partner. So you're going to be put with Barney. About that beer I owe ya. Hey Gordon, it's me, Barney from Black Mesa.
No.
Yes. And you're going to like it, McCallahan. Now get out there. Your partner will be meeting you shortly. This summer. To save the world. One man. Chris, where the fuck are we? One mission. Lethal Heat Hour 3. Magnum Cobra.
Now back to the program.
Mr. Antenna's TV time.
We've just come back from commercial, ladies and gentlemen, and... Is that... Yep. Quibbles is right here. Alrighty. He's the producer of the most recent show, Deltarune. He is owner of the Quibbles production and film company, and it is rumored that he has a relatively large collection of sea monkeys. Give a hand to my co-host, Quibbles!
Yeah, hey guys. Hey, how's it going?
Dude. It is a pleasure to see you. Ralph, say, do give a hand. Say hi to him, you know?
I have no idea what's going on here. This isn't one of Mr. Tenna's productions, is it?
Afraid not. Big fella couldn't be here, but it would have been a pleasure to have a star like him on, you know?
He
Anyway.
is the biggest boy.
Yeah. Oh my god, the nose on that guy. I mean, it's incredible. I wish I could have a nose like that. But hey, back to it. Quibbles, sir. You know what? Hey, can I say Gavin?
Sure, why not?
Alright, Gavin. I loved every part of the show that we all made together. You know, it was a riot. A real good time. Laughs, cries, all that sort of thing. But I did have a couple of questions, you know. You work with Toby... What's his name? Wolf? Dog?
Toby Maguire?
No.
No, he's the man in the
Fox.
skin-tight suit. Fox?
Yeah, Fox, that's it. He's the writer, right?
Yeah.
He's
He's overall game producer. He's.
Yeah.
I don't actually have connections with that guy. Yeah.
Really?
No.
Jeez Louise, he worked on the show for a long... you know what? Is he kind of a recluse? Kind of keeps to himself?
Yeah, we're running a bit of a string-tight budget here, kind of making do. Didn't actually get the, the
That's a fair
proper,
point. That's a fair
proper copyright legal reasons.
We'll
We'll
that's
work that out
crazy,
with
man.
our
That's
lawyers.
crazy. Well,
Good.
so, but is he, when you're in the, when he's telling you, take this shot, act this, act that, does he tell you anything?
No, not really. It's kind of like an instinct kind of thing. You just kind of feel out the vibes and you know.
I see. Well, you know what? In the background, while I was watching the show back, you know, I was doing some acting there, but, you know, I just couldn't help myself. I had to get an idea for what was going on, you know? So I have a special gimmick for you guys tonight. All right, you ready?
All right. Let's hear it out.
Mike, get it ready. It is the conspiracy board. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see up there, we have the conspiracy board. Okay, doesn't it look fantastic?
It is quite a good big board, you know.
Quite a big board. It's a really good board. You know, I worked really hard on that board. Okay.
I can tell.
Look, it took me an entire day, bud. Alrighty. So, where do we want to start? All right. I have some big problems with this prophecy thing. Okay. You guys can tell me, right? But the prophecy, it says everything that's supposed to happen, right? What's the deal with that? Like, I don't get it. It says literally everything, so we can't just look it up. We can't just read it, you know?
I mean, I don't know what to tell you, man. It's just
see, okay. And here's one of the big problems that I have with the prophecy, because as I was going through chapter 4, right, Susie, there's some panels that make the second hero look like they're not Susie. So who is it supposed to be? And then
no,
yeah?
Continue.
Yeah. Well, but here's the thing, right? At the start of the game, there's this part where we're supposed to go get chalk, right? Me and Noelle. Right? Think about this, right? We were supposed to go get the chalk. But then Susie shows up and says, "Ah, hell yeah, I'm here." You know? So what if it was meant to be me and Noelle, who were supposed to be the heroes 1 and 2?
Maybe. It's a weird. I know it sounds really freaking weird, but it's entirely feasible. Let me look through my notes here a quick second. I gotta go through this. I've been working on this. Oh, here was something cool. So let's see. At the very start of the game, did you notice this? The save switches from being Chris to being your name, right? Put your name in here, right? You know, I think I did notice that, and I'm pretty sure I was the one who pointed that out.
Look, I wasn't. I'm
not have
supposed to be
been
running the show here. I'm supposed to sound like the big professional here, you know?
I understand.
I'm sorry. It's showbiz. It's showbiz, baby.
Under.
Okay. So, well, then there was the Dark Worlds. All right, Ralph, you know a lot about Dark Worlds, don't you?
I suppose.
Got some stuff you're not telling us. I know you do. Alrighty. Well, there was this weird thing that I noticed, that the start of the first Dark World isn't particularly like anything, you know? It doesn't look like anything particular that would be in a closet. So I'm just wondering if there's like a base level Dark World that everyone that all of them kind of get their idea from, you know?
Maybe that is very much a possibility.
Now, this kind of leads, if you look to the top left of the board there, this is the question: is Ralph gonna secretly betray us later? You know, real sorry for your character, bud, but I no what insult meant to you, bud. You know, but it could very well be that Toby's writing you to kick us in the pants later, you know?
I would never betray Chris or Susie.
See, look how good this guy is. He keeps it going. He's still keeping it going. That's
lay off
fantastic.
the kid, will ya?
Oh,
doing his best.
all right. He's doing his best. He's doing a great job, guys. Hey, can we get a round of applause for Ralsei? Yeah, exactly. That's what I wanted to hear. But this is a couple of crazy things that I've noticed about Ralsei. You know, first off, he knows our name before we even show up, right? Lancer doesn't know our names, right? So he's like standard. But Ralsei knows? I mean, this would totally throw the Susie was not meant to be one of the prophesied heroes out the door, because that would mean that her name and mine are written down, right?
I mean,
So
that very well could be the case.
It very well could be the case.
We just don't know.
That very well could be. Yeah, we just don't know. The other thing is, I've noticed, Ralsei, he just shows up in other Dark Worlds. Other Darkners, they turn to stone, right? You take him from one to the other, he's a pile of rocks at the end of the day, Ralsei never does, It's a little weird. The only way I can explain that is he's the prince, right? And he's from that base level Dark World, so he's unaffected. But it is a little suspect, And then, how does he get from Dark World to Dark World, right? I guess... Now, let me hit you with this. How do we recruit people? Like, do they just get transported instantly to Castletown? Or do we just put them in our pocket once we leave?
I think it's like you take them with you, because the laptop that was Queen, right?
Yeah.
That's the entire cyber world.
No way.
Yeah.
Then put that together.
So you take the laptop with you. Of course you're going to take everybody with you.
I guess. Does that apply to Tenna? I don't know, because he's all the you got all the Pippins and the mics, right? The big microphone guys.
Yeah.
Did we have a microphone in our little living room there? I don't think so. But then again, once we remove Tenna, because he can't be the source of every single one of them, because we give him to those that lonely fella in the house north of town, right?
Yeah.
So, and they're still there. So, that's a weird one. That's a somewhat inconsistent one. But hey. Let's see. So, I'm sorry. This is kind of a controversial one. I am a certified peeled Ralsei enjoyer. Okay? But I understand you have a different opinion.
I just think he should have his hat back.
Ralsei, what do you think? Do you want them in future costuming decisions? Just give you your hat back.
I wouldn't mind having my hat back, but I'm also fine without it.
Classic Ralsei, just neutral all the way. Trying to be a nice guy and not rock the boat, I appreciate it, buddy. You're doing a fantastic job. Hey, another round of applause for Ralsei here, just because, right? Yeah. He's the best, isn't he?
I think we should all take a little bit after.
We should all... Exactly. We should take a little bit after Ralsei. Just a little bit. Okay. Next question. All right. Let's see. So yeah, another weird thing. Apparently, only Chris can seal fountains. But is this you know what? I'll give it to you. Maybe it's established in the prophecy that only someone with the soul can seal a fountain. But I don't know. It just seems a little weird. Anyone can open one. We see that in chapter 4. But then only we can seal them? It seems a little weird. Seems a little odd, don't you think?
Because of our innate ability of being determined enough.
You're bringing back something from the old series, huh?
Yeah, I mean, Queen mentions it. Queen says determination.
Is it in the same, like, funny text?
It's at the end of chapter 2. When she's talking
okay.
about how if one was determined enough, they could open up a fountain.
That's fair. That's fair. But then that implies that Susie is determined enough. So couldn't she close fountains?
Well, you see, monsters don't have souls. Like humans. Chris is the only human in town.
Right. But...
So logically...
Well, I mean, we can bring this up now.
Logically.
Rouse, you'll remember this scene. Susie bleeds. You had pointed it out to me while we were in the green room after the show. And I was like, yeah, so? And then I remembered, wait a second. That was established in the last series. Monsters can't bleed. But she just did. What the heck's the deal? And she didn't seem freaked by it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So that means that she can probably do it in the light world, too. So what's the deal with that, huh?
It could be, it could be a situation like B'Elanna from Voyager.
Oh. Do tell.
It could be a situation where she's half human and half monster.
Whoa. This is some crazy theorizing here. Really?
That is something I have seen floating around, but I don't think it's too probable, because we also see Sans in an Undertale. He bleeds.
Now, I've seen the theory floating around that Sans Undertale is Sans Deltarune, and we're playing like a prequel or something.
It's more like a parallel universe.
Well, it's a parallel universe, but whatever happens with the roaring ends up sending him to the underground.
Maybe.
That would be my logical chain of events. You know?
Yeah, I see you.
Yeah, you see me. So maybe in this world monsters bleed, but it's something to pay attention to because Tricky Toby, he's gonna come up with some weird thing about that. He doesn't let details pass. He doesn't let them slip.
I mean, he's been brewing on this story since like 2016 when he had some crazy fever dream.
My God, really? That's how that happened?
Yep.
Oh man. Yeah, he must be a bat out of hell to work with then, if he's just going off of pure instinct.
I mean, hey, he's come out with some pretty banger, some pretty cinema, if I have to say so myself.
You're telling me. Hey. I love this gig. This gig is pretty fantastic. So, let's get to... I really found a lot of the juicy stuff to be in Chapter 4, you know? There's some interesting world-building stuff in the previous chapters, but those get answered relatively readily, like what are Darkners? I'd theorized at the start, oh yeah, they're probably objects, and oh boy, would you look at that. Ralsei gives us a lore dump at the start of Chapter 3. You know, it says exactly that. But let's get back to the board here, because I have some interesting stuff about Carol and the soul. You see those lines between Chris and Carol, they're going back and forth a million times. You know, because that's some pretty swank stuff there. Alright. So Carol knows about the soul, right? There's that we didn't get it in our version of the script, but other people who've been doing it, they say Carol says "you're" in red text. Always welcome here, you know? And the other piece of evidence that I say that she is, I should run it back. We get a call on the phone after we've ripped our heart out, right? And it says, you know, all sorts of stuff. Chris needs soul. You know, after Susie gets the guitar, it says, I'll be right there. You know, who shows up immediately afterwards? It's Carol, right? So it's probably her.
I'm gonna have to stop you right there because I have knowledge which I cannot share.
You have knowledge of a different script.
I have tips, and
Yep, there's an alternate script
that tells
other people
me
go through.
Carol is the red
tells
herring.
you that's not. Carol's a red herring.
Yes.
Ah, jeez Louise. Well, but if you poke all these holes in my thing, then I'm not going to be able to get to the right side of the board.
Well, Mr. Business,
think-
you'll just have to keep going.
I guess I'll just have to be wrong for the next couple, okay?
That's showbiz.
So if we extrapolate back, we know, okay, she's trying to make this happen. Why would someone want the end of the world? I've got a couple of ideas. The first one is this one's a two-parter, right? The first one is she's in a death cult and actually believes that ending the world's a great idea, like a really lovely idea, and she wants Chris to, but see, that doesn't make any sense on its own, right? Because then why would she want Chris to have the soul if that means closing dark fountains? That's where number 2 comes into play. Moldy cheese theory. All right. Think about this, right? I want you to think about this, right? Imagine you have a piece of cheese. You shove it into like the walls of the house as you're doing the drywall, and then you do the drywall, right? Now, behind that wall, the drywall's been done correctly, but they're gonna be like, whoa, there's a smell coming from the walls. What the hell is that? Right?
Alright.
So what if we're sealing the fountains incorrectly? It's sort of like we're opening them, we're leaving a fissure in reality, and then we're closing it so that no one notices, but the imbalance of light and dark is still there. That's the only way that I can see that making sense. But it's also just, it's the boring answer. Oh, she wants to kill everybody. That's not interesting. The number 3 on there, now that's a little more interesting. Senator Armstrong theory. Senator Armstrong, if you don't know, he sets up all of this stuff to, end of the world, nukes with the Russians, to advance his political career, to make him the king of the world, essentially. Now, what if Carol here is the same deal? She wants the case to be that her town was the center of the prophecy. The prophecy has the same sort of big deal as, Jesus Christ does for us, Like, imagine if you were down south and there was just some place where, Jesus just came back in my town, and I'm the mayor. You should probably vote for me for president. Because my town was just so good for that. So then what if all of this is just a big political ploy to make it so that Carol can climb a couple rungs? I mean, she's very, her vibe is ice-cold, success-driven business bitch, I could totally see someone like her. Now, to be fair, we've only seen her for, a couple scenes. But I could see someone with that kind of personality saying, a couple thousand lives, super nice political career. This sounds like a fair trade. This sounds like a fair trade. Now the fourth one is, grieving mom. The previous one sounded a little basic, right? It's like, that's shallow. It's like good twist, but I feel like Tricky Toby, he's gonna come up with something even more insane, right? I get the.
He's here to prove everyone's theories wrong and tell us to have a good day.
I guess. Well, I'm a subscriber to the Death Knight theory. Obviously, we don't actually know, right? We'll have no idea. But the Knight is a lightener of some description. Now, going with the Death Knight theory, right? That Death's holiday, she's the Knight. It very well could be that all of this is the only way to bring her back from wherever she was. Be that the void, be that being dead, whatever. And so, being motivated by maternal instincts, she's like, I gotta make this happen, you know? I gotta do whatever it takes. And she reads the prophecy and says, all right, well, I guess we gotta make I guess I've gotta do this. And the cold, hard exterior is only something that developed after Des disappeared, you know? Because Asgore seems to get along with her fine. And Rudy probably wouldn't have married someone who was, you know, cold and heartless.
Maybe.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you never know. You never know these things, folks.
I guess you never know. We don't have the full story. But then that leads me into the night. It leads me to the night. What's their deal, right? What's their deal? Who are they? My theory, Des, it's someone who has antlers in that sort of style, you know, because all the holidays do. And you know what? I can see it, right? It could just be the fact that it's a helmet, and the helmet has horns. That's not unheard of, but I don't know. I'm seeing it.
To me, that seems too obvious.
You never know. Sometimes, you know, maybe it's the Uno reverse card is it's too obvious, and then they do that anyway.
Watch it be like Azrael or something. Again.
Watch it be Azrael.
Azrael again. Fuck
Azrael
you.
Again.
It's the
Oh my
goat
God.
guy for a second time.
For the second time, it's the goat boy. Watch it be like instant transmission, Ralsei. He's whenever the night
Things are getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
What if he's just moving very fast back and forth between being the knight and being Ralsei? You know? I was gonna say, when do they ever show up on screen together? But then I'm like, wait, fuck. No,
they do.
Duh.
They obviously do.
Duh. The time I got my butt handed to me.
It's like over 35 attempts on like one day.
Don't even. That's where the fuck you part of the board comes from. First off, the water cooler. That thing's scary. Don't mess with water coolers, folks. Alright? And the second part is the night. I mean, what right do you have to keep me from a shadow crystal? And that segues me nicely into the shadow crystals, huh?
I
What
suppose
are they?
if
Yeah.
that's your
Unless you had something else.
No, this is your rodeo.
This is my rodeo, yeah. If you don't know, folks, I'm typically the guy having him tell me what to do, you know? But this time, it's the other way around. So, the, what's it called? The shadow crystals, right? What's their deal? It seems to me that they're all based around freedom, right? You got Jevil. He's all, chaos, and I want the freedom. Or, you're all imprisoned and I'm free. Then you got Spampton. He's all, I need to be free of the strings. The knight is, I don't say anything, but I feel like the freedom to destroy the world. And then, Gavin, you had said Gerson, he's the only one that's truly free, right?
Yeah, he is 100%
Yeah,
free. He's free of all of this because he's dead.
I mean, that's fair. So, but the question is, what do they do? I feel like in the final chapter, right, when we have all of them, we can forge them together into a super awesome thing that allows us to defy the prophecy. I get the feeling it's gonna be Susie dies. Something like that, right?
You think that's what the final tragedy is?
I think it could be. That's the obvious answer. But, as you said, Tricky Toby, he's gonna come up with something. He's gonna come up with something out of left field. But the point will be, there will be something where it's in the prophecy, we have to sacrifice something to
banish the angels.
Banish Angels Heaven. Yeah. And we won't want to, but we'll have to. And so, but
what if it's Noel?
The Shadow Crystal. What if it's Noel?
Let me
That's
hear
a good
you
question.
out. Noel has so much angelic imagery surrounded by her.
Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah.
She has angel wings in her closet. In the dark world, she is depicted with a white cloak.
Ooh.
Spamton
Ooh.
constantly refers to her as Angel.
No kidding. This is something. This is new stuff here. See, I think I'm the conspiracy theorist, and then here comes this guy.
I'm way too deep in the weeds in this. Somebody's got to pull me
Way too
out.
deep in the weeds. I don't know. I feel like I want to leave you there. I feel like I want to leave you in there,
Leave
just so
me
you
in
can
the-
rummage around in there, find something else that's
In
interesting.
the pool.
In the pool? In the pool?
Yeah.
Or I'll say, have you been to a pool?
I suppose
Like water? Like a big pit of water? That's basically what it is. I don't know if they have those in the dark world.
there's a large water fountain near Castletown.
You ever just jump in that thing?
No,
Why not? It's your fountain. I mean, you can do whatever you want to it, right?
I suppose I just never really thought about that.
You never thought about... See, this is why you need Susie, right? Because Susie's the kind of person who will come up with these sorts of things for you. And then who knows, maybe you'll really like jumping in the fountain. When you get
Suppose
back. When you get back, try it, okay?
Oh, okay.
Good. Alright, so, and Quibbles, this takes me to my next part, alright? This takes me to Asgore. Okay, because he has... You had made the point to me that it's not a shadow crystal, it's a black shard,
Yes.
right? Now, you had said it definitely couldn't be because a shadow crystal because shadow crystals are translucent.
Yes. Correct.
I feel like even if that's the case, he's gonna get his hands on a shadow crystal. I just feel it. And you had also pointed out to me that the title Chapter 5 that Gerson describes is a field of pink and gold, right?
That is also correct. Yes.
Destroyed in the fires of jealousy. I mean, who's probably going to be jealous next chapter? And who has flowers?
Probably Asgore.
Probably Asgore. So I'm thinking either the festival itself or his flower shop are gonna be where the Dark World is.
I think it's gonna be the festival because beginning of chapter 4, once you leave the church in the light world, the wolf guy standing outside the mayoral office is hanging up flowers. There are gonna be flowers all over town.
So you're thinking
Wouldn't
chapter
that-
5,
Wouldn't that be a garden?
I suppose. I'm just thinking, so you think chapter 5 is when Toby blows the lid on this whole Dark World business. And it becomes like public knowledge that this is what's going on.
Potentially. I mean, you only have 7 chapters to work with. You kind of gotta expedite the plot a bit.
Just a little.
We're
just
over
a
the
little.
halfway mark.
Exactly. And then, you know, I feel like it could go one of two ways. Either the lid gets blown, or the only time that happens is final chapter. You know?
I feel like it seems like too late for like a plot development.
That everyone figures out that, oh shit, this Dark World business is real?
Yeah.
I think it could go either way, personally.
It could, it just...
could go
Chapter 5 seems likely.
I would say the likelihood goes up by chapter 6 at least.
Yes.
But, okay. Now, coming straight back to the prophecy and chapter 5 being the field of pink and gold. Asgore is definitely going to have something to do with it. I think he's going to be either the boss or, at the very minimum, the secret boss, right? Or at the maximum, I should say. He's the secret boss of chapter 5.
I think so.
Maybe.
Maybe I'm tied between either Sans or Asgore.
Sans or Asgore. It could be that they're both bosses. Maybe we get two.
Because if you look at the pattern of the chapters, Chapter 1, the secret boss uses the red soul mechanics. Chapter 2 uses the yellow one. Chapter 3 is back to the red, and Chapter 4 is the green.
Okay.
So Chapter 5 is either going to be a regular soul secret battle,
Or it's
And-
going to use blue soul mechanics.
and Chapter 6 is going to be blue soul, or it's going to be blue soul next. I think it's either going to be blue or purple next.
Blue or purple. Okay.
Because
Okay.
if you've noticed the trend, at least starting with Neo, Spamton Neo, they've kind of been able. Toby's been using them to give pseudo fan service,
Pseudo fan service, like like the
a proper fight against like a Metaton Neo style,
yeah,
instead of just one hit KOing them.
Okay, yeah.
And then with Chapter 4 is Gerson,
And that's an Undyne-esque fight.
giving people like an actual fight against Gerson, because he's in Undertale, he's absolutely revered as like
Yeah. Okay.
he was known as the Hammer of Justice then,
Oh, see, these are things about Undertale I don't know.
and he
You know
he
what?
trained Undyne in that game.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And I guess the final thing on the board, the code. When are we gonna get the codes? You know? We've only got... I mean...
I
What?
feel like the code and the guitar you can put together.
I mean, it's 1, 2, 2... 3? 1, 2, 2, 4? I don't know. We'd just have to run through every single option, right?
What is the 12th month of the year?
I mean... December? But, like, it's 1, 2, 2, 1?
I think it's 12/25.
Damn it, you're right.
Which
You're
was
right.
also the
See.
the code in Chapter 3 for the
Code- Huh?
the parental lock.
Oh.
On the second
See.
one, it was 12/25, which
I
happens
barely
to be
remember
December 25th, Christmas,
Ah,
the December holiday.
shit, he right. Ladies and gentlemen, I need to hang up my hat. This guy's got it down.
You gotta put up your sleuthin' cap.
I do. He's
retire.
real.
See, I got. Ah, jeez, just one more thing.
Just one more thing.
One more thing.
Just one more thing. Just one more thing. Just one more thing. Well, that kind of wraps everything I was thinking about. So, hey, folks, we're going to cut to commercial, and then we're going to come right back, all right? Finish out the show. All right, see you around.
Our scheduled broadcast will continue after station identification. Mr. Antenna's TV time.
Hey, welcome to Big Shot Autos, the new spot on this side of
East Los Santos.
we've got, we've got,
Sports car.
and we even got special Congadero,
Like the all-new
Sports car.
so the whole family can
take a ride around town.
just look at this customer satisfaction.
Hello. I am very pleased with my purchase from Big Shot Autos. I really, what does that say? Appreciate the price that I got for this new van. I have driven it a lot. don't even have a driver's license. Whatever. Thank you to Big Shot Autos. Alright, can I have my $50 back? This Big Shot Autos is perfect for finding the needs of the Metro Police. We have been able to acquire many, many patrol vehicles to allow us to do our job.
So why don't you
Take a vacation straight to hell!
and come on down to Big Shot Autos?
Alrighty, welcome back from the commercial, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Quibbles, I understand you gotta get going. You know, big shot YouTuber things to do, right?
Yeah, of course, I got another flight to catch, you know, down into...
Champagne to drink, huh?
Yeah, you know it. That's
right,
the life
alright.
of these niche micro-celebrities.
Alrighty. Well, we'll just keep Ralsa here entertained for a little while longer, and we'll let you go. Alrighty. Thank you for your time, Quibbles. Thank you for your time.
Of course, anytime, my good friend.
Alright, everyone give a hand for him as he leaves. Give a hand. Alrighty. See you around, pal. Alrighty. So, Ralse, you know what? Just tell me about yourself, right? Tell me what you're like, you know, what dislikes, likes, all that sort of thing.
I don't really have likes or dislikes. I'm a Darkner, but I guess recently I've been developing my own likes and dislikes.
Are you sure? I mean, you gotta have something that you like.
Well, the cake I baked for Chris and Susie, but I shared
Hey,
it with...
dumbass! Yeah, I'm talking to you. You kidnapped Ralsei while I was sleeping, and now you're gonna regret it. Hey, now look out here. Come get some!